Welcome back. There is a live look outside from the Oregon coast. That's our Inn at Spanish Head Resort Hotel camera in Lincoln City. Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. Our next guest is a Portland veteran who served 2 deployments to Iraq, resulting in the loss of vision in one of his eyes and leaving him with PTSD. Knowing how difficult it can be for soldiers to readjust to civilian life, he has devoted his life now to helping other veterans. Here to tell us more, we welcome John Kaiser. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So take me back, is it the year 2006 when your whole life changes? That's almost 20 years ago now.
Yeah. It was a bad day at the office in Baghdad in October. I think it was the 16th of October. And we were guarding a checkpoint. They were taking a house that overlooked the checkpoint on the main supply route, and they were fortifying it because every time the Iraqi army would leave at the end of the day, it would get blown up again at night. So then we'd have to go out, guard it again, rebuild it. So we decided, hey, let's turn this house that overlooks it into a fort, and you're just gonna stay here all the time.
Okay.
And as a result, sitting in one spot for too long, enemy mortar round landed right in front of my striker, and that's where I lost my eye and the trauma to everything around it.
Sure. Well, and that's a life-changing event.
It was career-ending.
Yeah, of course. What was it like for you transitioning back home after that and trying to start fresh?
It's an interesting experience to go from an infantry squad leader in combat, 10 years in the Army, to stay-home dad. It's kind of a nice change, but very, very different.
Wildly different that you think about all the training that you get to be in combat like that. It's such a different scenario to be at home. Then, so tell me about how fishing was always a part of your life, right?
I've been salmon fishing here in the Columbia River since I was old enough for my dad to take me with him. And at first, I don't know if it was because he wanted to share that with me or if it's just because it was more fish in the freezer.
Sure.
But
was it something that gave you solace when you did come home?
Yes, immensely. I threw myself into it. My wife was super supportive of it. Kind of a way to ease back into normalcy. Was something I loved before the military. One of my buddies that I served with, once their deployment ended, he was struggling and reached out to me, and I was like, well, hey, we got a guest room, come stay with us. Let's go fishing for a couple days. And he caught his first salmon. Like, him and I both hooked fish at the exact same time, which was really cool, and got that. The limit at that time was 2 a day per person. Got his other fish, went out the next day, got more fish, and at the end of the weekend, he was lighter. And it might not have fixed the overall issues, but it was a chance to take a break from those issues.
Well, now this is part of your everyday life that you connect with lots of veterans this way?
Yes, 10 years, about 1,000 veterans through nonprofit work.
Wow.
Which ultimately gave me the experience to have the confidence to start my own guide business locally.
That is so cool. We have some great photos here that we're showing of you and your many adventures. We want to shout out the Semper Fi fund that you have on your shirt here, and I know that's something that's really important to you. Great
organization. A lot of disabled veterans that are retired due to injuries are on fixed incomes. The cost of everything, especially in our area, is exponentially high and even higher now. So if a disabled veteran needs a roof done or something unexpected to their house, even a car, it's an organization that's always there.
Do you find that a lot of veterans come home and they're not aware of the many organizations and programs that are waiting to help? Because sometimes they can be hard to find.
I think it's either they aren't aware of certain organizations, or they don't want to ask for help.
That's really hard.
And it was hard for me at first. Like, I was like, can I figure this out on my own? Am I willing to deplete our savings or pull equity out of our house, or do I ask for help?
I want to shout out someone else that's very important to you, because I think we have a very great photo of your dog. Cash is his name?
Yes.
Look at this guy. So is he your co-captain there on the boat?
He's our first mate.
Okay, great. How important is he in your life?
You know, he is a great dog. That's actually not the service dog. Unfortunately, our service dog from Northwest Battle Buddies, we just had to put down recently.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
But Cash inadvertently became a therapy dog when we
Yeah.
have veterans on the boat.
Oh, that's wonderful. Some dogs are just born for it, right?
Oh, he loves it.
They
He's been
can't
on the
help
boat
it.
since he was a puppy.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story, and thank you for your service. Really appreciate your time today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Of course. Okay, we'll have more information on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.